Hello everyone. In this video, I will do another example to show how we can use the test for increasing, decreasing. The example says determine intervals on which the function 3x minus 1 over x plus 2 is increasing or decreasing. Well, we will start with the steps. Step one is that, the best thing is to use the test, and the test needs to know what is f prime. F prime here, we need to use the quotient rule, derivative of numerator times denominator minus the numerator itself times the derivative of the denominator, and then the denominator is squared. Here the derivative of numerator is 3x plus 2 minus derivative of denominator is just 1, and then that will give me 3x minus 1 over x plus 2 squared. Well, we can expand this thing. 3x plus 6 minus 3x plus 1. This cancels with that, and then the numerator stays the same. Well, the f prime, the final thing I can write it here is 1 plus 6 over x plus 2 squared. Step 2. Now we have to find the sign table for f prime. For that, we first set f prime equal to 0. Well, here 7 over x plus 2 squared equals, a fraction is a 0, or a quotient is 0 if and only if the numerator is 0, but here this cannot be true. 7 never is equal to 0. So there is, f prime has no roots. But, but we have to be a little bit careful here that both f itself and f prime have something at which they're not defined. So note that both f and f prime are not defined at what? At this point, at this guy, whatever makes the denominator 0, which is -2. So we have to take into the account, when we are trying to take into the account x equal to -2 when we're trying to find the sign table for this function. So here I should put -2 f prime of x, and then I know that at -2 it's not defined. It actually is for both f and f prime. Okay, I also need to have some test values. Here I can choose, for example, -3 or 0. F prime at -3 is 7 over -3 plus 2 squared. That is 7 over -1 squared, which is 1. This is a positive number, and then f prime at 0 is 7 over 0 plus 2 square, which is 7 over 4. Again, it is positive number. What we found that on this interval, the value of f prime at the test value is positive, so it will be positive all over that interval, and the same goes for this. That's step 2, but step 3 is just use the f prime to determine where the function is increasing, where it is decreasing. The if f prime is positive, which is in this case, then the function is increasing. And well, it only happens this way. And again, you have to note that f is also not defined at -2. The final thing would be, the summary would be, f is increasing on -infinity to -2 and -2 to +infinity.